If you want to reduce your abandoned calls, you really need to figure out why your callers are abandoning. Now, typically that's going to be because of high call volume, but that's not always the case. Sometimes they're abandoning because the question or the need they have just isn't worth the wait to speak to an agent. So these are shorter abandons, and they happen just the same as if the call volume was high. For these abandoned calls, I recommend calling back all of your abandons. This does a number of things. For one, it gives you a really great opportunity to find out why they abandon. And two, it's a great show of customer service that your customers quite likely aren't expecting. You don't necessarily have to call back all of your abandons, but certainly the shorter ones. The longer abandons are very, and quite possibly completely due to the high call volume, which you can handle in other ways, a virtual hold option and so forth. But these shorter abandons that are going to happen regardless of wait time are the ones that you really need to approach a solution to. So you might find that for these callers, they're calling in last minute because they have an appointment. Maybe part of your contact center is scheduling appointments, and it's the day of that appointment, and you have a caller calling in to they're having trouble finding the building, or they need to reschedule the appointment, or something of that nature. You know, this is exactly the type of call that you really want to capture, and you really don't want it abandoned. So you might consider a CRM integration that helps you determine callers identified by their phone number or through some other process, but lets you identify those callers so that you prioritize them in the queue, and then they're no longer the type of call that would otherwise abandon. You might have callers that are just simply calling in for a simple question type of call, and they're obviously not going to wait for 10, 15, 30 minutes of a wait time. So for these types of calls, as you find out what it is they're asking, you can continue to build a frequently asked questions type of page on your website, or maybe incorporate that into a virtual agent. Virtual agent can be very simply instructed to handle questions related to content from your website, or a knowledge base, or a simple FAQ. And so these are the kind of calls that you can divert into something other than a live agent, reducing the likelihood that they're going to abandon very quickly due to a call volume or due to a wait time.